I'm back. Hey fam. So I decided to jump on live really fast to show you how I draw the guidelines on this ventilated cap. This tab is designed to put hair on. If you want to put hair on it, if you don't want to put hair on it, that's totally up to you. I know some people put their tag right here. Also, I was just saying, it's up to you what you want to do with this right here. Whether you just draw the guidelines on it or you put your tag here. I'll put two guidelines on. And I have a couple of clients that I actually cut this part off. But if you cut it off, don't cut it too far up here. Make sure you leave like a tiny bit to protect the integrity of the cap. So with this wig cap, I am doing 2 bundles. I'm not going to draw anything on here. This is a wig cap where I have to cut it off. But if I was to draw one, I'll put one here. And then my next one would go right here. And you could straight stitch it or zigzag stitch it. If you zigzag stitch it, be careful on this because you can accidentally zigzag up here. And you don't want to zigzag on this because your adjustable bands go in there. So straight to it. Usually my guidelines are always 1.5 inches, a little under 1 inch apart. So with the ventilated cap, it could be a little closer. So I'm going to draw my lines, and again, straight across. Now I do sew, and this is a client cap, you all, so you get in it just how I do it. I sew on this part right here. But this little piece in here, you want to make sure that it's out of the way when you sew on it. Don't sew on it. If you use these caps, you sewing it down on accident by itself. And that's because this goes through here. So my next line, and again, I'm always doing this in my hands. Feels so awkward standing up, bent over. My next one would go here, and I try to bring it right above where this is. So when I'm sewing on the sewing machine, it's easy for it to be out of my way. So again, my next line would go here. And you could tell I kind of was playing with this cap. You shouldn't have any loose space. And again, if you mess up, so let's say this isn't straight enough, I do that. And then I'm never using this marker. I use like a China marker. I just felt it would be better for you all to see it. And then if I mess up, I put little lines right here. And again, I'm trying to do it like, beginner stage. Whether you start from the middle or the sides, it doesn't matter. Wherever you are on one side of the cap, you want to try to be in the same area of the other side of the cap. Now, my next line, I make sure it's on that ear tab right here. And it's going to go right above this piece here. However you draw your lines to stay even, that's what you do. I usually hold it in my hand and just turn it. And it just does really good for me. So I'm showing you kind of different ways. We all draw them differently. The goal is for them to be straight across and even. Help me, I want to do this one day. Look, I have this cap, you all. It's 40-some minutes, but it's very detailed. I'll show you literally how to construct the whole wig on another YouTube video. So again, my next one will go about right here. And I don't care how many bundles I'm sewing in, my lines tend to be the same. It just tells me if I need to quadruple on my bundles, double up on my bundles, or what. So again, if you'll notice, I'm always checking. I use visual. So this is a guide right here. I'm right here on it. On the other side, I want to try to do the same. My next line here. And then you straight stitch this. So if you notice, I'm drawing automatically. I see I'm too close together. Don't draw your line like that. I know it's kind of hard to see on the black part, but you all get an idea. So now I'm looking, because this is a good tip. So because my closure is taking up this entire piece, it's a 5x5, all of my guidelines are just going to continue to go around. However, if it was a 4x4, it would just be like right here, and you'll still have space on the cap to sew. So depending on the size of the wig block and the size of your closure is going to determine how your guidelines curve around, meaning I might have one line to draw across right here if it was a 4x4. But if you all been following me for a while, you know I don't like to have all of those lines going across right here. It doesn't yield like a good fit all the time for me. I try to go with the natural fall of the hair. So my next one is going here, and you just keep going. And some people think that your last track must start right here and go all the way around. That is not true. If I'm bringing a track right here and I'm going, I can start my last track right here, and it should end right there on the same size if it's a track right here. Again, different measurements and stuff, you know, it alters your guidelines some, but the concept for the most part is pretty much the same. And it's always been easier for me just to turn and go. Now, my last track would go, just so happen with this closure, my last track is just going to go here, and it's going to go all the way around. Now, whether I say I'm going to put one here, which I probably would do, this is what I would do with this cap. It's a small head, I have a lot of hair. So I'm going to show you. I would continue to draw. If it was a bigger head, I wouldn't put this one right here. It'll just close off. So I'm going to put one here. Now, that's not my last track. My last track, I don't need to draw the guideline. But if I was drawing the guideline, it'll just line the closure. So you use your closure as the guide for the last track. And then once you get done, you want to make sure that your settings are on straight stitch. If you're using like a Brother machine that's automatic, the digital, once you power it on, the 00 settings, that's the straight stitch. And that's all you do. And I'm gonna remove this. I have a video that show you how to easily remove the plastic. But if you all struggle with this, feel free to ask any questions. If you follow me on Instagram, if it's a quick question, like send a picture, circle it right on the picture or something like that, and I can help you. So that's all you do to draw the guidelines. And as you can see, they aren't super close. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Typically, I have 10 to 12 guidelines on all of my wigs. And depending on the type of wig, I just decide how many I double and how many I do not double. And that's all I do. Trying to realize I had so many pins in here. Of course, you wouldn't have these pins in. Let me move this over out the way. And for my closure wigs, I do not cut this off until afterwards, but it's totally up to you. For my frontal wigs, I cut the cap off from underneath just so it's not in my way. And then all you do is just take it and sew it with a straight stitch. And these wigs are super, super fast and easy in my opinion. But I'll link the video below that's full detail to show you all how I do it. And again, of course, I'll link my vendors from where I buy the caps. I mean, my vendors list where I get the cap for like $1 and something. So, that's it. You all have a good evening.